So we're starting with some sparkle today.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad.
Are you TikToking?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Do I have my mic on? I did not.
No.
Hello.
What is this? Estelando.
First of all, cheers.
Oh, cheers to 31. Welcome back, Paul.
Cheers.
30?
Episode 32.
31. Two?
Yeah. 31 was last week.
I put it down as 30.
Paul, Andrew, and Jovis. Churps
Check it
from
out.
the nest. Episode 32. Cheers.
Okay, we're on 32.
32. We'll go with 32.
3 to the 2.
So we're actually starting with some sparkling.
Starting with some sparkling,
A little
yeah.
different.
Thanks to Marlene's friend John, sales
Yeah.
rep. He came by, dropped it off. It's like, check it out.
You can't see me.
Oh, you already alive? Brute Rosé.
Where's this from? Chile?
From Chile.
There we go.
Chile or Chile?
Chile.
Chile. It says Miguel Torres.
Okay.
You could instantly, you'd smell, you got strawberries coming out.
You do some of the strawberries
Isn't it?
right
Isn't
away.
it?
Rosé sparkling wine. Anti-fouls.
Very strawberry.
Strawberry-ish. Okay. I mean, that's just the aroma.
Right.
Other fruits sound like a... A little bit.
Probably the citrus.
That's
Yeah, first it is definitely citrusy.
the first to arrive in Chile in the 16th century.
Okay.
Grown by a large
I'm not
number
a
of small farmers.
Huge bubbles guy, but I do like my. I
think it's the great.
Clicquot and the Grand Dame.
Is it the Pat?
Everybody loves the Dom. Back in the day, that was it, man.
It's long been forgotten.
And I used to lift bottles of that from when I worked at the liquor store. Yeah. Take a box of ice home, and what's underneath here? Oh yeah. Get home, ice cold bottle of Dom. Nothing like that.
Somebody asked me today, have you drank DP? And I'm like, I don't know what DP is. Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, that's me.
The tiniest bubbles, and that's, I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
It doesn't give any hints or
Just
notes.
like the complete opposite of Cooks, you know.
Oh, Cooks.
It's like at Burning Man. When you're at Burning Man, they do these champagne, like, brunch type stuff. It's all Cooks.
It's Chile, though.
Right.
Come to the champagne bar, and I'll bring like a Pine Ridge.
12%.
Chenin Viognier sparkling, and they go like, oh, wow.
Right?
What's this?
Step up.
And I'm like, well, it ain't Cooks, baby, let me tell you.
Right.
Yeah, so this is excellent. I really
Yeah,
like this
it's
one.
pretty good.
So is this one Marlene is going to pull in? I mean, it's interesting that she's always bringing in these wines from different areas that get people, you know, just repping the world, man. I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome.
You don't need a passport to get down here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Let's come on down. You do need to be 21 and up, though. That's a requirement.
That is true.
I guess you do need a passport.
You don't even have that on
Prove your
the
age.
door. It should say that on the door, right?
It says it.
Does it?
Yeah, and there's a sign above it.
Oh, okay. See, I never
It's in the fine print. It's in the fine print on the door.
I never look at
And there's
that
a sign.
stuff.
It's just there to keep the vampires out.
Yeah, exactly. Put some garlic above the door.
And nowadays,
Yeah.
getting so close to Halloween.
Because we still get like new. I had another new mom today.
What?
You get new moms in here. Like I guess they just had a
like
baby.
we had the one yesterday with the newborn baby.
Yeah,
that
another
came
one
in.
today.
Wow.
Another 2
Not that
ladies.
she was drinking. She just came in to purchase a bottle for take home. And
Yeah.
She tasted.
oh, she did.
Yeah,
taste,
she did
but,
taste,
yeah,
but-
with a week and a half old in your arm like
Right?
that.
Pulling those long nights.
But it's
you
not
know?
like she was sloshing it down.
Right.
It was really nice to see a young couple, local in the area, just come in walking their dog, and then and just pop in, and you know, they walked by once, and then I was like, come on
Waved them
in,
in.
come on
Right.
in, and then she sends the guy in. I go, hey, we allow dogs, come on in here,
Right.
and we allow newborn babies too. So it was funny. They walked in, we introduced ourselves to them, and they sat
baby
down,
dogs.
and Jovis poured them a little taste of something that they were going to take home, and they had a little sip.
Gave him the wrong price.
Yeah, and he totally gave him the wrong price because it was like
It was
I
a
don't know,
$45 bottle.
$45 bottle. He said 38, but he
It's
honored the price.
I scanned the wrong bottle. I grabbed the wrong bottle. I only got that 2-minute warning of memory.
It's a great,
Like, I
great
forgot
deal for the parents.
2 minutes ago. I'm like, what were you drinking?
Marlene is going to be seeing this on the podcast. So
Oh,
you just let her know that I think we got customers now. We got customers.
Yeah, you win some,
Yeah,
you
you win
lose
some,
some.
you lose some. But if you get them you get them
One.
hook, line, and sinker, right?
Right.
They come back and they keep coming back.
Yeah, hey,
That's what it's all about. Become part of the community.
Yeah, this is a very open space.
I like
Very
the pinkness
welcoming.
of this bottle.
Yeah, it's
It gives it a
good.
feel of, it gives it the feel of it's rosé.
Yeah.
Well, this would be good for
Shaped
New
like a
Year's.
bowling pin.
Yeah. I don't remember it blinking like this,
Weird. Technical difficulties here at the Great Bash.
right? Let's see here.
Oh, these mics on for what? Oh, this one's not off too.
Yeah, it's my light is
My light's not on.
You can go back like, did you charge it, Paul? No.
I'm telling you, the case is a charger.
Yeah, the case charges it.
The case is a charger. Look.
You have to charge the case.
Yeah, but you gotta charge
You
the
have to
case.
charge the case, but what happens is the case is charged. Oh. That's backwards.
Just try it again.
Well,
I think it'll record anyway because we did it without the mics last week.
I'm sure you
Oh yeah, we did. We did it without the mics last week.
I guess you have to charge it.
Maybe.
Oh, is it out?
I'm not seeing any green lights. What's it?
Nah.
Nope.
We'll find out. We'll just keep going.
Maybe a giant.
This show must go on.
The show must go on without a mic, by the way. It's because it just beeped a white light there, so I don't know what that means. I have to consult the manual, which I don't have with me.
It doesn't matter anyway. Let's keep
doesn't
going.
matter.
So back to Italy.
Yeah, so I
So,
can't.
Sicily.
Yeah, so I can't compare because I've never been to mainland Italy, but Sicily was really cool. It was an experience. Just feel like a whole different world. The people, the environment, everyone just nice. The food was amazing. You just walk everywhere.
Let us know what was the town you were in, or did you go to different towns?
Main town. I was in Palermo, which is
That's a big one, right?
It's a big city.
Yeah.
It's like the hub of Sicily.
And what part of the island is that?
It's like the western, kind of like southwest part of the island. Yeah. We were there most of the time, and then we took a train ride to Sheffield, which is an hour train ride up the island.
Now, are those bullet trains, or are they just regular trains?
Regular trains.
Okay.
Those are regular trains. And so we did one night in Sheffield. That was really cool. Beach town, really old school looking buildings right on the beach, like the mountains, the scenery. It was amazing. It was like Southern California, but nicer because the water was just crystal clear. You could see like schools of fish swimming around, jellyfish. Wow. It was crazy.
You can see what's going on.
Right, you can see everything that's going on, and the water was just so salty. You're in the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
So taking a dip in the water, you just come out and you're just like covered in salt. It was awesome.
Really? Did you become white?
I did. I did for a second. I pulled a Michael Jackson for a second.
Did you put your face in it too?
Yeah, no, I done my whole body in
Oh,
there.
man. So then you tasted that salt. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's rich. The salt is like super rich. Like it gets like in your mouth, in your nose,
Wow.
everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, in your eyes though?
No, it didn't get my eyes. Not in my eyes.
Did you feel more floaty?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Because
Yeah.
you're supposed to be more buoyant in the salt water.
Right, a little bit. Like I didn't really swim out into the ocean. I took a dip in.
Just cool yourself
Yeah.
off. What was the temperatures like when you were there?
It was hot. Every day was hot.
Yeah.
Mid 80s.
That's what it was when I was there.
Mid 80s.
Did it even cool down?
No, even at night it was hot.
And
Still
humid
going.
too, right?
Humid, hot and humid.
I'll tell you a story about what I did when it was hot and humid in Italy, and just to cool off. But
Yeah.
let's continue with Sicily here.
Yeah.
So in Sicily, the were there regional type foods, or was it just like your typical Italian meals?
I think it was more regional. I think Sicily, because like you're saying, like what I've heard is like Sicily is a bit different from the rest of Italy. They kind of have their own thing going on. So Sicily is known for like their street food. So we had a lot of street food. The pasta was really good. A lot of seafood pasta.
Like to go like containers?
No. Yeah, not to go. It's like sit down.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they call it like street food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what a plate
Just
of
'cause
pasta?
you're sitting out on the
What's a
street.
plate
Right.
of pasta run?
Plate of pasta was anywhere between $7 to $12.
Euros.
Yeah, euros. Sorry, euros.
Yeah,
Euros.
So that's like 8 to 13 or something.
Right, which is, I mean, because it's a big plate of pasta. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huge. Like,
Yeah.
You can't. It's a meal basically. Yeah.
And it's different coming here because in the States, a plate of pasta is like $24, and you're getting like half of the portion.
Yeah, right.
Right. So it was, the pasta is different, it's good, but it's different than, what's here. So yeah, that was cool. Aperol spritz, you gotta have it.
Gotta have it
It's
now.
a thing.
What was the cheapest Aperol spritz?
The cheapest Aperol spritz that I had was like $1.75.
Get out!
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep.
175?
Sorry, euro. I keep saying dollar.
175
Right.
euros.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. The cheapest I could find in Rome was 5 euros.
Really?
And the most expensive I paid was 18.
And what is
because
this,
I
a
was
drink?
at a rooftop.
Yeah, Aperol,
It's
yeah.
basically it's Prosecco, Aperol, which is an aperitif, this orange type liqueur type thing, and then a little bit of
A little shot of liqueur.
no, it's not like Grand Marnier or anything. It's
Oh.
kind of a bitter, kind
Right, more of a
warm-
bitter,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then a little bit of club soda on top of it, and it's just a refreshing summer drink. But I mean, like I paid 18 euros when I was at Trois, which was a rooftop bar which overlooked Vatican City. You
Wow.
know, super swanky place, but I mean, you're paying 3 to 4 times, and now I'm finding it's like 6 to 8 times as much as what you paid in Sicily. I think I'm going to Sicily next
Location.
time.
Definitely check out Sicily. It's cool. It's super cool. There's a spot. Shout out to City Lounge. What is it? City Lounge Bar. I think that's the name of it. It was running around the corner for the Airbnb we were staying at, and this guy, he's from Sicily. He moved to New York, then he moved back to Sicily, opened up a bar, and so that's where we had like the $1.75 Aperol spritz. And so cool dude, straight up Italian New
Because you
Yorker.
know him, it was $1.75.
No, he actually has a sign. He promotes it $1.75.
That's the cheapest.
You got a line out the door.
Cheap. It's great. So there's like Aperol spritz like carts. You're just walking through the alleyways, and
They're everywhere.
they're everywhere. Yeah, like
Keep you toasted.
they keep you going, and it's so hot out there. It's hot, so you gotta have a drink.
So this is Istanbul up on.
So it's cold?
right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is, because I was there, but I didn't go outside the airport. But in the airport, I swear to God, the Istanbul airport is like Rodeo Drive, and it's a freaking mall, and it's huge. And they've got
Just luxury items.
they've got 2 Gucci stores.
Wow.
They've got
Just in case you lost your luggage.
yeah.
Just in case. They
They
can't
got
find
2
my bag.
Right.
So I gotta get another one.
Was it Dolce and
Yeah.
Gabbana's?
I like their cologne.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, and then the watches, the Bulgari and what's the real famous one?
Rolex.
Yeah, 2 Rolex shop, 2 Tiffany's. I mean, you just walk in this place and it's like, it's just, first of all, the ceilings are vaulted and they've got this like curved metallic stuff going on, and everything is just, there's the duty-free shops. I bought like 100 Cuban cigars because that's what I could bring back. But everything seemed just as pricey. There was no, duty-free. What does duty-free mean? I don't have to pay tax, but I'm paying like a bottle of Jack Daniels was like $30.
Wow.
So it's like, it's from where it's from to get it there, is how they're charging.
Right.
Stuff that's local and in that region, it's a lot. Then you get it cheap, and then you get it. It's all right. But like Cuban cigars, even they're pretty expensive. Not the little small cigarette type ones, but
An Amazon store there.
Nope. No Amazon. Although I seen Amazon trucks out in Italy.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So then, you got your food. What about nightlife?
Nightlife is packed. Friday night, people are out. You're walking through these alleyways and just people.
I'll ask you the same. When do the bars close, or is it like liquor? You'd be all night.
Actually, I was surprised.
There's no cutoff
Some
time,
do, but some don't.
Is there a cutoff time?
Actually, I was.
We got 2 a.m.
Yeah,
we got a 4-hour cutoff time in California.
Right. Yeah, because I was surprised that in Sicily, the bars that I saw, they closed pretty early. Like none of them were really open. They were
the clubs.
The club. We didn't.
Did you go clubbing?
We went to a couple of bars. We didn't do any dancing clubs.
Yeah.
But most of the bars and clubs we went to, they closed around. Same time here, 2:00. No one really got sloppy drunk. Not that I saw. So
not that I can remember.
Yeah, exactly. But it was a different environment. One, there was a lot of people because you're walking through these alleyways, and so people are just wall to wall packed. In these alleyways, trying to get into the bars, socializing with friends.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the Vespas, and it felt like
crazy,
Fast and the
man.
Furious on
Did it feel
Friday.
more locals than it was tourists?
Nightlife is very local.
Very local. Huh?
Yeah, and it's very young. At least in Sicily, it was very young.
20s and 30s.
It seemed that way.
I would say maybe younger. I think
really? 18.
I would say 16 to 18-year-olds, they were out. Yeah.
Yeah, because is there a drinking age out there? Is it 21? 18. See,
Yeah.
I was talking to Seymour about that. Just earlier, he was like, the 21 thing just seems stupid to me.
Yeah. You could go to war and die for your country, but you can't drink.
You can drive a 6-ton truck.
Yeah.
Right.
Operate a compactor. No.
You get a job.
Yeah, you get a job, right? You can fly a plane. You can do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Drive a train, but...
Yeah.
And you can play the lottery, but you can't gamble at the casino.
Yeah, one thing I did. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I would say that was a life-changing trip. That was my first time in Italy.
Yeah, you could buy a gun, right?
I want to go back already.
Oh, I'm going back too.
Yeah.
I tried to study Italian, but I was taking Italian on Babylon. I was 3 weeks in, but then this job took over. I just had no time to do anything.
Yeah.
But remember, I asked you earlier, did you really need to know Italian out there? Everybody's speaking English.
There's areas that it would have been
Or no.
nice to know Italian to, especially when you're
To blend in or to
no,
socialize?
Plus, they kind of
That's if you're single.
people,
You might
when
wanna
you're
know some
there-
Italian.
No. When you're there, if you at least try to speak the language and you make an effort, it just lets the locals know that, hey, I'm trying.
You're a
because,
dumbass American.
Yeah, I know. That was one phrase I forgot what it was. Is excuse me, yo es americano. It's like it's kind of like. Well, you have to excuse me because I'm American because I can't speak the language, and that gets a little chuckle out of them.
There were a couple of moments where I mostly spoke the Spanish that I knew, and that was kind of a pass.
Yeah.
Because I kind of similar.
It's kind of very similar. Baño,
Baño.
is baño. It's spelled differently. Bathrooms are just spelled a little differently.
Right. Yeah. And
It's
similar.
just pronounced differently.
C,
It's spelled the
C's,
same
yes.
but pronounced differently? Or?
Yeah. Well, it's spelled
There's a
differently.
Y.
but
There's
it's
a
pronounced the
Y
same.
in the Italian baño, whereas in the
Spanish.
it's just B-A.
N-O.
N.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
the tilde.
Right. Right.
So in Spanish, you'd be like pinche calón, pendejo.
No.
With that,
Oh,
how's that
censor.
apply?
Beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
How does How does that apply in Italy?
I don't know. I don't think that translates to
No,
Italian.
it doesn't translate.
No. But I am learning Italian on Duolingo.
You got
Oh,
Bio.
you're using Duolingo?
I'm using Duolingo.
I'm using Babbel.
Yeah, I started using Babbel. I never really got into it because I've been using Duolingo for years, so I just got used to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but there were a lot of similarities. Like there were some things that are different, but there were some similarities for sure.
Nice.
But yeah, when I was out there, like I mostly like spoke some Spanish, and people were able to understand what I was saying for the most part.
Yeah.
So
I was talking to
yeah, but
Seymour about that when he was traveling. He was like, "Well, I took Spanish." I was like, "Well, why did you go, to these places?" And he's like, "Because I took Spanish in class, and I got up to Spanish 6 or something, and
Oh,
then I
damn,
went to
that's pretty
college,
wow.
and then he went to college and did more." And he's like, "Well, I gotta immerse myself." He's like, because I'm still feeling like I haven't grasped it all
Yeah.
until you're in the environment,
right.
Absolutely.
And then
Yeah.
now you're in it. You have no choice.
Yeah. So we can talk about your experience. You were in Tuscany.
Well, I mean, I flew into Rome first.
Okay.
We flew
What's
into
day
Rome.
one?
Day one into Rome, and we stayed there 3 days. Now, vast differences between the different neighborhoods in Rome. I stayed closer to the Vatican, and it was a kind of a busy hub of just more traffic-wise. Whereas my son stayed in Travesti region, which is the area where they have a lot of restaurants, and he said people were right on a piazza, and there were people partying till like 4 a.m. every night.
Wow.
And if you open the window, it's just like it'll keep you up. But they're very well insulated. Some of these newer B&Bs, so that they keep the sound out. So you could be, in 2 different places in Rome, and it's just like a total night and day. We were in a pretty quiet neighborhood, which I kind of liked, but I had a huge pad. I mean, it was like 1,200 square feet almost. I mean, it's a pretty good sized place. I think it was like $220 a night. Wasn't that bad. Really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But we were centrally located to get to the Vatican. We could get over to the Colosseum, and we were close to the bus lines if we wanted to get on the bus. But the food, to me, oh my God, the food there. I mean, I searched for it, right? I went and looked for the little hole in the wall places, and man, those were the best.
Yeah.
You could pay. You were paying what, $7 to $12, 12 euros for a plate. Okay, in Rome it's anywhere from like 10 to 18 for euros for a plate, and it's still a great big size plate of food.
Right.
I mean, it's all I could eat. I couldn't eat any more than that. But I had room for tiramisu, of course, because
Yeah.
I'm killing it. I love tiramisu. It's probably my favorite dessert, and I tried it everywhere I went, and I found one place that was the best, and it remains the best.
Nice.
I got it written down somewhere. Kaikos. It's a little cafe in Rome. But the food was just amazing. The architecture was just second to none, because I mean, you're talking about places. This is Roman times. Even some of the newer buildings, they were built in the 1800s, so, yeah, but every road you're walking down, like what we're looking at right now, is these cobblestone roads. And if you walk out on the Forum or outside of the Colosseum, you could be walking on steps, which, Jesus might have walked on,
Right.
or Caesar, right? Or any one of these characters that we know from history might have actually stepped on the exact stone that you stepped on. That's the crazy part about it. I mean, we don't have that here in this country. We're 250 something, so many years old. And you go to Boston,
I
right?
can go to the redwood forest.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Stand next to
there's
a
some
tree and be
trees,
like,
yeah.
2,000 years ago.
Yeah. That was before Christ.
Yeah,
You know,
but
some
was
of
Jesus
trees.
there?
No, he wasn't. But so that tree probably was there before he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was that. Yeah. The one thing, I don't know. There's these weird things that I did know. Some just weird intricacies that I knew. Any bathroom that you'd go to in a public like restaurant, if it was not a real nice restaurant, in the men's room, no toilet seat. It's just gone. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's like there's no fucking toilet
Yeah,
seat.
there's no toilet.
It's like, dude, it's like
You're squatters?
it's like what do? They steal the toilet seats because I asked my girlfriend.
There's
She
no
said,
seat. It's just a bowl.
Yeah, it's just.
I thought you were like squatting.
No, it is just a bowl.
It's just a bowl.
No. But this somebody has actually stole because you could see like the nuts and whatever that was there.
Oh, there was something.
There was something was there, but somebody just ripped it off, and it's like there's a toilet seat shortage or something. And I thought, man, if I that could be my thing.
Crack the
And
code.
I just bring a bunch of toilet seats with me, cheap ones from Home Depot in America, and I could just go around and play. I'll replace your toilet seats, €10.
You've been doing that
right?
the rest of your life. They probably because they don't last that
Every
long.
single one. I mean, and then you got to have like a tamper-proof toilet seat screw or something like that. And you can make a pretty good living, I think.
Hey, you could, yeah.
Because
I
there's
think
no.
they're dropping loads, they're breaking them. They're like, they can't keep them in stock.
Well, then there's those other urinals. Have
So that's
you
the
seen
urinal?
the urinals with the
That was the unique thing.
where it's
It always comes down to the toilet.
It's
in
a
the
sink.
country.
It's a sink on the
Comes down to
ground
the toilet.
with 2 foot areas where you put your
No.
feet, and then you got to hit the hole. You hit the hole in the middle.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't see those.
Oh, they were crazy.
I didn't see those.
You came with a foot pedal.
No, not even a foot pedal. It's foot rest. You stand over it, and you got to hit the hole down the middle. Try not to piss on your feet.
Line you
Wow,
up.
that's funny. I didn't. See
I
that.
noticed that the first time I saw that was in '83 when I was driving through the Swiss Alps, and I got to the Italian side, and there it was. There was that toilet, and I took a picture of it then, but that was with a camera.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That is so interesting.
It does. It comes down to the toilet in whatever country you're in.
Yeah.
It could be
Yeah,
a
it
hole
does,
in the
yeah.
floor,
I'll tell you
or it
though,
could be a.
they flush with some serious veracity.
Or you get a little
Yeah.
shower with it. Comes with it.
Yeah. Hey, one
little
thing.
spritzer.
One thing I liked about Italy was that in the bathrooms they have bidets.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yo,
spritzer.
that's it. Yo, like no lie, that's
Dude, I
clutch.
have bidets at my house. As soon as the pandemic hit, I bought 2 of them for my house.
yeah. Hey,
Because the toilet paper shortage was just fucking ridiculous.
Hey, fuck, you were up here. Everyone was down here.
I was thinking ahead.
You were
baby.
thinking ahead.
Don't you need a towel? Something? How do you just go wet?
Nah, man, yeah.
No, man, I got my bidet's got the dryer too.
Yeah. You
What?
get the bidet.
You get
Yeah,
hair.
you get the bidet with the blow dryer.
Yeah.
You sit there a little longer, you know.
Well, Jesus, you need an iPad then.
It's a,
You can be there for a minute.
That's why you bring your cell phone in. If you
gotta
don't,
be there a minute.
And just think about it. You bring your cell phone in there, you can do it, and then there won't be any fecal matter in your cell phone because you're not actually wiping it.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
there
one
you
of
go.
the things that's one of the germs that you find on your cell phones is
Yep.
fecal matter.
COVID.
Yep.
It's there. It's all there, man.
Hey,
And you wouldn't have that because you got your hands up here the whole time. You're not wiping. You're not doing that. It's
Right.
Until you scratch your ass or something.
hey, you can take your Zoom call from there.
it might get a
Probably
booger
not.
in there.
So one of the things that I learned when I was in Palermo, so Rome is.
So I bet you when you go to those countries, they'd be making fun of you guys, you Americans and your paper.
No, actually, I wasn't made fun of.
Your toilet paper.
No, but so one thing that I learned. So one of the oldest cities, in Italy. Well, Rome is the oldest city in Italy.
Yeah.
The second oldest city in Italy is Palermo in Switzerland, Sicily. So yeah, I think Sicily felt more traditional to me versus what I hear about the main part of Italy. like
Because they're more isolated, you know, right?
more isolated. Yeah, I feel like Palermo was just super traditional. It felt so traditional, like
Yeah.
in like their living and their being, and like every night there were fireworks because they do fireworks for people's birthdays. Every night at
It's
midnight.
not a 4th of July thing.
No,
Yeah.
every night at midnight. If
Right.
it's your birthday,
Fireworks have a different meaning also.
yeah. So like every night there were fireworks, and
I've seen
you
that
know,
on the you know all the damn videos we watch here in the walk tours.
Yeah,
Fireworks going off during the day.
even though
I
they
never would.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a tourist attraction
no,
as
yeah,
opposed to like a birthday.
yeah. No, well at the same time it's like really
Just festive, huh?
no. Well, it's really popular to have like a very like Italian wedding in Sicily. So like that's the thing. Like people go to like Sicily to have this like super traditional like Italian wedding.
This guy,
Yeah.
you were at the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
What was the villa wedding thing?
We had a wedding from Rome. Took the bullet train, by the way. Amazing way to get around. Traveling at 190 miles an hour, baby, and you're just scooting along and you don't even know it, man. It's like hour and a half we were there. And we drove to from Florence to the Tuscan Valley. Little town called Buscini. Was right around Arezzo, where they have a lot of gold shops and things, and Siena. These little towns make up the Tuscan Valley, and we were staying at a place called the Petrolo, Villa Petrolo, and it had the main house. It had a house up on a hill and it had a house down below the hill.
Wow.
And we had 55 people staying there.
Wow.
And breakfast every morning was
55
just
folks.
55. It was a destination wedding, and it was just off the hook. We did, and I did a wine tour, which I'm going to be posting on our YouTube channel there at Petrolo Winery. Marco, our guest there, our host, took me on. He explained the region, the soils that they have, other different wine regions in the area, and then gave me a little tour of the production facility. And just a quick little hit, because it was actually, we did the tour the morning of the wedding. So it was like, okay, let's try to get through this as quickly as possible. I pull him down. He's hanging lights and stuff. Hey, Marco, can we do that podcast? And he's going, okay, give me 15 minutes. And it was like, bam. And then he was there, and it was like, he's fantastic dude. He's very knowledgeable. It's the one thing about that whole setup there. They, at the villa, they really catered, but you don't even see them. Like, you get there in the morning and the breakfast is out on this table, and it's just incredible. Like fresh farm fresh eggs, sliced prosciutto, fruit. The fruit was amazing.
The fruit was
Oh
fresh.
my God, super fresh. The coffee, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, the coffee is off the hook in Italy. You know, of course, you have a little prosecco, you know, with your breakfast. Fresh tomatoes. I mean, just like, and then, you know, all the other regular American type crap, you know, cereals and stuff like that, and yogurt and stuff. But I mean, just having that fresh everything was just amazing, and having it every day. And so we'd have three refrigerators. One was just stocked full of water, still, and mineral, and they're full of quart-sized bottles. So you get up in the morning, you had a little buzz on, little buzz. You got to hydrate.
Right.
Just grab one of them bottles. You just carry it with you and take it down. You eat some breakfast, walk down to the pool, kick
that's
it by
awesome.
the pool.
Woo.
Fuck, it was
Living the life.
It was like, and the heat was just like you were saying. It's like 85. It was so hot there and humid. You know, we got a little bit of a break towards the end, but it was hot a lot. And it was so hot when I was in Rome. Oh shoot, where'd it go? When I was in Rome, I had to take a dip because I was so hot. So here it is.
You dip your head in the fountain. Oh, sorry.
I took a dip in the Trevi Fountain
Yeah.
and I got kicked out.
Nah.
Because you're not supposed to do that, apparently.
Okay.
Because that water looks so fresh, you know, it looks so clean and so beautiful. And I was like sweating. I mean, sweat beads were coming off my skull at like 9 o'clock at night.
It's hot.
And I just wanted to chill out. So I just dipped my face in the fountain. Beep, beep, beep.
Really?
Leave.
Instantly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't even bother with coming down to arrest you. They just blow the whistle and say leave. Yeah.
It's like a referee. You're out of bounds.
Right.
So back
Offsides.
back to
Offsides, yeah, right?
back to the villa. At the villa, we had that amazing breakfast every morning, and then we went and we'd go. You do whatever you want during the rest of the day. Monday, the first day was kind of like, you know, when everybody was kind of settling in. We went and we figured out a nice restaurant to go to. So we got this restaurant, not too far away, a couple miles, a couple kilometers, whatever. And this place had, you know, it was a small place, but it was big enough to take all of us, right? And it was, do you have a reservation? And I'm like, no, we want to come tonight. Do you have a reservation? I said, no, I want to make a reservation. How many? I go, how about 40, 45?
Yeah.
Can you do it? And then they're like, boom, I could see it scrambling. And then,
Yeah, like, how are we going to make this work?
yeah, how are we going to make this work? So then, you know, I go, I started talking to them and I go, we're over at Via Petrolo. And they go, Petrolo? I go, yeah, Via Petrolo. She goes, oh, we're doing a dinner there Wednesday night because they're coming over to cook pizzas in this wood stove pizza building that we have there. So that'll kind of open the door. We start talking and they go, okay, we can make it work. You know, there was enough room. They were seat some people outside. I go, okay, well, let's do this. You know, I'll call you back in like 30 minutes. You know, it's anywhere from 20 to 40. You know, and it ended up being 45. They have that menu, right? There's the starters, the preemie, and then the secondary, and then the big entree, and then you have your dessert afterwards.
Right.
So we had to do that, and they have choices from each one, and they go, okay, you start with, the preemie's about 12, 14.
Right.
Second one's about 15, 18, and the last one's 18, 22, right? So you know, I don't know my math, but you're over 40 euros there. You're in the 45, 50 euro range.
Right.
And then there was the bistecca Florentine, right? The big steak.
Right.
And that's like 50 euros by itself. Or yeah. So I asked them, okay, how much? They go, 35 for set meal. I go, 35?
Wow.
That's freaking great.
That's a great deal.
I go, that's a great deal.
That's insane.
She goes, you're going to bring that many people? We're going to give it to you for 35. I go, okay, we're going to do that. I said, let's do it. And I go, but what if my people want to do the steak, the $50 steak? She goes, it'll be 40. I looked at her, I go, are you serious? You realize that that's $10 less than the steak itself. And she goes, it's okay. It's how we do it in Italy. And I'm like,
People there are so
they're
genuine.
so
Hospitality.
genuine. Hospitality off the hook, and they knew that you're coming with the big crew, and we drank wine. So it's
Right.
like, you know, I bought like 300 euros of wine just to get people started, and then everybody else did their own little thing with
Right.
wine.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being about 38 euros per person.
Okay.
The bill, because the bill was like 1,400 euros.
Yeah.
You know, and then I just paid it, and then everybody kind of Venmoed me, you know, the ones that needed to Venmo me, the young kids, the older folk we took care of because, you know, they got us there.
Right.
And it was just an amazing time. So after that was Monday. Tuesday, we all get on a bus and we go wine tasting into this one castle or not castle, it's where the monks used to, like, I don't know, it's not like not a nunnery or whatever, it's a friary.
Okay.
It was a big fucking castle type thing. And they had the grounds and they had their own gardens where where they grew the food. They had their own restaurant. And so we did a long tour, of which I'm going to piece together another Churps from the Nest for our viewers over there on YouTube.
YouTube's over there.
Yeah. So we'll have that posted, in, I don't know, next month or so. So we did that as a group, and the bus then went to small town Siena. We all got out, we all came back, we got back to the house. Then Wednesday was that pizza night. The same group from Monday came and cooked for us in this wood-fired pizza at the villa. Just fucking flat out amazing pizza. And pasta on top of it. It was like, every day there was something kind of to do. And then Thursday was the wedding. And then in between times, up in the morning, in the afternoon, you're just kicking it by the pool. Right. Or, hey, I got a car. We're going to go into Arezzo. You guys want to go? Let's go. Or, hey, we're going to go over, some people drove with Pisa because Pisa was about an hour and a half away. People took advantage of it. You're here, you're close enough. Go see that thing. Push it over or try to hold it up.
Right.
One of the two. No, I tried to push it over, but yeah. And Thursday was
Nobody blew the whistle.
Nobody blew the whistle. No. And then Friday was just a kickback day because everybody was, from the wedding, because it was a full on, dance floor outside with a full bar. Dinner was set up for everybody. I mean, tables that were 40 feet long out in the garden outside.
That's cool.
It was amazing. It was.
Yeah, it sounded like you and Sam had these
shout out
villas.
to Taylor and Devin for getting married because you guys are the ones who actually pulled us in this trip that we've been trying to take for the past 30 years, and it took the matrimony of the two of you two. You guys blessing the vows and exchanging the rings and professing your love in front of 30 of your friends and then another 20 family and having a party every night. This place was just amazing, and they were amazing all throughout the whole thing. It was incredible. And shout out to my sister who provided the bus for the wine, and she took care of that, and the lunch that we had was amazing. I mean, it was like if you had to go to Italy your first time, you'd want to go and hang out with this crew.
Yeah.
Even my crazy Uncle Angus and Rachel from England flew in, and they were he's just a hoot, man.
You gotta have a crazy uncle.
You gotta have a crazy uncle. Uncle Angus is definitely that crazy uncle. So it was just amazing. And then after that, we did the whole villa thing, and I could I'm gonna post pictures of we'll put some video of that in the little movie I'm gonna try to make. So from there I went to this little town called La Spezia, which it's down. We took another bullet train, got down there, stayed there, and then from there we took a train into we took a boat into Porto Vecchio, which was this fishing town right on the water, beautiful. I mean it's like going back in time. Some of these places. There's their modern restaurants and things, but then there's their ones that have been there since the beginning of time.
Right.
And the following day we took the trains into Cinque Terre. There's 5 cities up there: Rigamore, Montecero. There's, I'd have to pull out a book to tell you exactly what they are, but there are 5 little fishing villages. One, not a fishing village, more of a wine, because it's up on the hill. And you could walk between each town. It's a national park. It's one of the national treasures of Italy, but you got to get a little special card, because they punch your ticket as you go. It's like a passport. And the walk between towns is like an hour and a half between each town. Or you just get your train ticket for 18 euros. And you could use it all day to go back and forth all day and check out each town.
Wow.
And we did that. We went to four of the 5 towns and had meals. You know, we had a breakfast and we had a lunch that was just flat out amazing. And I ordered everything that I could because it was, I wanted seafood. They had the anchovies every single way that you could imagine them. And, you know, some people don't like anchovies, right? It was to die for. I mean, they cook it, they don't even, you know, they prepare it different ways with lemon and spices and oil, and olive oil, and it just melts in your mouth. I can't say enough about the food. I bragged about it so much on Facebook, and I ate so much. I gained 12 pounds in 14 days.
You could do that in like 2.
It was very easy to do that with all the red wine we were drinking. Well, the thing is,
He's got a whole photo album of pictures.
I got one of my albums is just food in Italy. So it's like you have to prepare yourself to go. One, if you're going to be doing stuff like this, you're going to be walking a lot. So I would say get a lot of walking in before you go because you want to see things. And the best way to do it is walking. I mean, you can get a bicycle or a Vespa. Vespa's actually not a bad way, but you take your life in your own hands out there, man. I don't know how it was in Sicily, but in Rome, it's like, man.
Yeah, you kind of go at your own risk.
Yeah, I mean,
for the most part.
It's like you got a helmet, but man, do you have a bubble around
Right,
you?
yeah, exactly.
Because the drivers down there, they don't care. They don't see.
No, but at the same time, they're very efficient.
Yeah.
They're very efficient.
Yeah. They are. I mean, it seems like it. I only saw one wreck.
Oh, really?
There was one guy on a scooter. He got clocked. Yeah, not good. That's the other thing. Is our bus driver. Holy shit! Driving on these like skinny ass little roads, you know, going up to the winery. I mean, you can barely fit 2 cars through, and he's zooming this bus around. And then they tell me that bus ride is nothing compared to the bus ride going to the Amalfi Coast because you have a cliff right next to you, you know. And I'm like,
no bike lanes like America. I need a bike lane.
No fucking bike lanes.
No bus lanes. No bike lanes.
Yeah,
oh my goodness!
Not.
There's no room for that
There are a
shit.
lot of bikes though. There are tons of bikes there, and they know not to get too close. I mean, because these guys that drive, I mean, even public transportation and stuff, man, their wheels are right next to the curb when they're cruising by. And there's no room for a bicycle to get in there.